I'm feeling better right now. Caleb Klauder's country band here in Studio B at WNCW, giving you a chance to work out your two-step early in the afternoon.
Right.
Hey, congratulations, Caleb, on the new album. Man, a magnificent new piece of work with you and your partner in crime there, Reeb.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, Innocent Road, out in the stores these days. I don't know how you find the time to do the things you do between Foghorn and this exceptional band, and then you guys recording your own thing.
Yeah, right.
It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, I'm tired.
Tired. I hear that.
Well, it took us about 4 years to get this one finished. So
Right.
it was hard. Part of it was finding the time, exactly.
Right.
And in the middle of that as well, I had a surgery on my voice. I got vocal polyps and.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about that. How did you just start noticing that you were losing your range, or
Losing my range and finding it just hard to mechanically make it happen.
right?
And to the point where one day in performance, I had to stop. The boys kicked off a song and they started, and I said, I can't do it. It wouldn't work. I could tell wasn't going to happen.
That had to be incredibly scary.
It was the worst thing that's ever happened to me. Yeah. I luckily had some friends on the audience that I knew were singers, and they helped out, and they came up and sang some songs, and we finished the night somehow. Well, yeah, that took a lot of wind out of the sails, you know.
Yeah. Did you had surgery?
I did have surgery. Ended up having surgery. It's a laser procedure, so scary. Down in your voice box, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't recommend it.
It's a brave new world.
But it worked.
So did you have a long recovery? How did you deal with the rehab on that?
Quite a while. To a lot of my friends' enjoyment, I was silent for 7 days straight, no noise at all. And then I was allowed to hum a little bit. That was fun for them too.
Keep them quiet a little longer, but it didn't work.
Yeah.
So it gave you some writing time, right?
It did. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I guess there was a little bit of music that came out of that time, but a lot of just kind of quiet time. I did a lot of reading actually, and it took about 6 months before I really could sing performance-wise again. I think I cheated once when the doctor wasn't around and sang one song at a show that we had.
Right.
I just couldn't help it.
Yeah.
I wasn't supposed to, but I did.
I bet you were kind of freaked out just jumping back into it.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was scary. I had a really great physical therapist, like if you broke your ankle or anything like that helped me get back into physically using the muscles again, because they're just muscles like anything else, and so really getting them working again at a good, like, safe rate.
Right.
And then also relearning a couple bad habits that I had incurred from having the polyps, because like I said, it was almost physically impossible to sing closer to the end, and so that just kind of got incrementally worse as time went on until it didn't work at all.
Yeah.
So when it doesn't work well, you make up habits to try and make it work.
Right.
Which is
were they able to say you doing this specific range or action is what caused it?
No.
Yeah. Okay.
No, or they think possibly one incident somewhere caused it, and then I, being like a professional musician, never taking a break, and say I had taken a year of never singing and barely talking to anybody, it probably would have healed on its own.
Right.
But teachers get it, public speakers get it. They say the worst candidates are, I thought for sure he said, college girls going to football games and screaming their
out.
lungs off,
Right.
and that you just can rip. It's like getting a blood blister on your finger. You can just get a blood blister. You can break a blood vessel from yelling too loud, and then it's kind of downhill from there.
Right.
So, as a singer, especially. So.
Wow. Well, the material on Innocent Road, was that material you had guys worked out over time, or did you just go into a mad writing fit and pump it all out?
It was both, actually. Some of it came along. This took 4 years to do. So some of it came along when we first started recording. Some of it is real old stuff that I redid in this context with a full band. Songs like New Shoes, which I recorded on my first album.
Right. And Innocent Road.
And Innocent Road as well. They were both recorded as just duo settings. And I thought, since we're doing something with a whole band, we've been playing those songs with the whole band a lot. I wanted to showcase the whole group playing that stuff. So.
Well, that was a chance to showcase your partner there.
Absolutely.
Well.
That's the other thing that was such a great thing about this album coming together, is that Reeb and I had already recorded once as a duo, just the two of us. And so this album, and naturally in the band, she's been singing a lot of leads and taking the lead role, sharing that. So we just figured that it made sense to call it Reeb Willms and Caleb Klauder, or Caleb Klauder and Reeb Willms,
Right.
with the full band. So.
Nice. There's a few covers on there. George Jones and
Yeah, we do.
Buck makes an appearance. How'd you decide to pick those?
Gosh, they were just ones that were sort of in our repertoire that we thought stood out. They were already there in our repertoire,
Right.
and they were exciting. And you look at the mix of songs you're recording, and you want something that Reeb does a great job with that. And I think the neat thing about both those songs is that they're originally recorded with a male singing the lead, and here is Reeb singing the lead, and we kind of flip it on you.
It's totally different. Yeah.
And we throw a mandolin in there, and they're a little different,
Nice.
So.
Nice. Well, it's a top-notch album, and it really does find that happy intersection between country and string band and everything. It sounds great. We've gotten a lot of comments from the listeners on it already.
Thank you. Great.
So we're chatting with Caleb Klauder and his country band here in Studio B. Once again, they got a show tonight at the Moth Light. Be a good time over there. Kick up some dust.
That's right.
Y'all got another tune now?